This Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
Real wrath of God type stuff. Biblical.
No, not yet.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
I came here to give you these facts.
Dogs in camp, living together. Mass hysteria.
We're going to live on. Today, we celebrate.
Flabbergasted by the audacity. I texted you, I'm on, immediately sneezed, had to get up and get some tissues. Not sick though, not sick.
Okay, if you say so, I'm not coming over. So it's fine.
No, dude, it's all in the mind. Like if you just feel it coming on, and then you just say, "I'm not sick," it goes away.
It's a fucking mindset. It's a goddamn mindset.
It is, I swear.
It could be.
If you submit to it, it'll take over, and you're sick. That's it.
I feel like a part of it is definitely that. I think I wouldn't say the full thing, but I would say a portion of it is definitely a mindset for sure. I think you can make yourself sicker. I feel like if you sit in bed and don't do anything, I think you get sicker.
Yes. In
my opinion, like I think if you move around and kind of like go about your day, even though you are still sick, I think it's actually better.
Yeah, and if anything, the work actually distracts you, so you don't even notice that you're sick.
Yeah, exactly. You know. So with that, no, I'm not sick of this intro yet. Welcome to Flabbergasted by Audacity. I'm Jamal.
And I'm Patrick.
And we are a week away from March. Finally, the beginning of the end. Hopefully for winter.
That fucker, you saw his shadow, so that's the reason we're in this mess.
Well, no, I saw that some groundhogs didn't, some did. Depends on like where you are.
I thought it was only one groundhog that did it.
No, there's like 6 of them in Canada. It's like one in Halifax, one in there's a lot. Like there's one in Quebec. That's probably the one that you heard of. But like there's one in Ottawa. There's one in Halifax.
The only one I care about is in Puxatawny.
Oh yeah, he's a very famous one, I believe. That's why.
Of course. I don't know if you know this, but they made a movie about him.
Did they really?
And Bill Murray co-starred.
I had not known they made a movie about him.
Groundhog Day.
I'll be honest. Oh well, but is that really around him? I thought this was just a movie.
Puxatawny Phil.
I didn't know it was around the squirrel. I thought it was.
Well, it's a groundhog, hence the name. But you know.
I guess, but anyways, it's funny because they made Groundhog Day, and it was funny. I remember I saw that movie with Tom Cruise, the one that's like it's like Groundhog Day. What was that movie called?
Edge of Tomorrow, but they renamed it to Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah, so it's funny because I had watched Groundhog Day like on a whim for like the first time like 2 weeks prior to that movie. So then when I saw that movie in theater, I was like, what the fuck? It's the movie I just saw 2 weeks ago. What the fuck's going on? I was like so confused. I was like, I just saw this shit.
That happened to me with Big Hero 6 and that Spider-Man movie, the animated one.
Really?
Because it's the same plot.
Yeah.
Just
you're like, fuck. I think we touched upon that last week, Curtis.
Yeah, but it's coming up again with this Groundhog Day. Interesting.
Yeah, because it's like it's Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
All over again. But yeah, I mean, my week was pretty good. I don't know about you. I do have one somewhat of it's an interesting story because it's very different from the stories that I usually tell. I think that's why it's so interesting. I don't normally talk about these types of stories, but we'll talk about it a bit later on. How was your week this week, Patrick?
It was fine. I did more overtime, and I was looking at my my account for work, and I found out I got a raise for no reason, so that's nice.
Congratulations.
Although maybe it's because I would assume it's because of inflation and all that. You know, like every now and then.
Could be, yeah. Like I know, like my girlfriend gets a raise in April. It's after like a year working with the company. Then, like,
me too. It'll be my second raise, my second official raise in March, because that's when I was hired. And so I'm looking forward to that. But even with this little bump, I'm getting an extra $40 a week. So I'm just like, wow.
You have a little more spending money, you know. You could actually buy food.
If only I had something to buy.
Well, I mean, save up. You can get something nice. I don't know, new computer parts or something. But
no, save it up for RAM. Is that what you're saying?
For more dedicated wham, Patrick. You need more dedicated wham. But my week was pretty good. Of course, let's talk about the ending of the Olympics.
Thank God
Uh,
it's over. I found out like
it,
last night. I'm like, yes, yes.
I thought it went by pretty quick. I felt like
Not
it.
fast enough.
I
Not
felt I
fast
felt I
enough.
felt like the other ones were actually longer. So Canada ended up in 11th at the very end, with 21 medals. So that's six less than what we had last Winter Olympics. With five gold, seven silver, and nine bronze. Norway won the whole thing with 18 gold, 12 bronze, 12 silver, 11 bronze. America was 12 gold, 12 silver, 9 bronze, and the Netherlands was 10 gold, 7 silver, 3 bronze, and unfortunately Italy. This is the one thing I found weird. I just find weird about like the whole concept of like how the Olympics work in terms of like the standings. Italy has in total 10 more medals than Netherlands have. They have 30. Netherlands have 20 in total. Yet Netherlands are above because they have one more silver than Italy does. So it's just weird that the person who has more gold is higher up in the standards, which I can kind of get because it's the gold medal, you want the gold. But I was like, but they have 10 more, like so much more medals than like what Netherlands have. What It's whatever. So Italy, the home country, got fourth place, which is pretty good for a home nation to be getting that many medals. Um, of course, the only thing I was concerned about watching was the ice hockey, where America beat Canada both not only in the men's but in the women's. And there's a lot of controversy around the men's win. I'm not sure if you heard. Did you hear what happened at the men's win for the ice hockey?
For the Americans?
Yeah.
No.
So it's funny, and this is one of the few times where I'm like guys, like let the guys celebrate. So the head of the FBI, I don't know what his name is, but
Oh,
he flew
Pachek,
to,
something like that.
yeah. So he flew to Milan. He didn't fly to Milan for the
Oh wait,
Olympics.
is
He
it he
flew
got
there
caught like having a beer?
having a beer, Patrick. He was chugging. There wasn't just a beer. Like he was full on like cake standing it up with
Really?
the men's. With the men's. Yeah, there's a video of
That's
it
just cool.
of the ice hockey tournament.
That's just
But
cool.
this is the one where this is the one time I was like, oh my god, he flew to Milan on American taxpayer dollars. I was like, guys, let him celebrate the win.
If he got
Maybe he's a big
some
hockey
work
fan.
done, it's fine.
I have no clue. I have no clue if he got any work
But
done.
if
I
he
couldn't tell
didn't,
you.
it should come out of pocket.
I have no clue. The Americans said like oh like he wasn't there. I think what made it worse was that America said he wasn't there for the Olympics. He was there for something to do with trade in Italy. So I was like, if you were there to do
Well,
trade
no,
in
that's
Italy,
that's what I'm saying though. Because if he got
video,
if he did his trade business beforehand and then did that after, that's fine.
I'm really hoping that he did. I'm
Yeah.
really hoping that he did. But I'm not against it. I think if you win and you're a big hockey fan, like I don't really mind you hanging out with them.
Cash Patel, that's his name.
Yeah,
I was close.
that was the guy.
I was
Yeah.
close. Pachek,
I
Cash
was
Patel,
fine with
same
it.
thing.
Good check, very close. I didn't have an issue with it. Honestly, everyone's making like a big fuss about it, and for the first time for a long time, I was like, yeah, the guy. If I'm a really big hockey fan and I'm the head of the FBI and my country wins, yeah, I'm a party with them for sure. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really see an issue with that part. It was a gut-wrenching game. Canada coming also very close to winning that game, but just could not solve the goalie, and it was solved in overtime by Jack Hughes, who's an excellent player. So I think was the funniest part. I'm not sure if you saw. um, when they give the awards out in Italy, for some reason they give you like a little like stuffed toy like animal, for some reason.
I saw
And it's
that
just so
the memes
funny
going around
because-
about it, and
Yeah,
the players' faces of what is one of like, are you serious? What is this?
yeah, because like it's like why? Like I'm already like being ridiculed by getting silver. Like you would like I always say, if you're gonna win something, either win first or third. 'Cause
No,
if you
no,
win
no.
first,
Jamal, if you ain't first, you're last.
you could go with that mentality too. But I'm just saying, like, if you're doing like a standings type of thing, and you can play for gold or you play for bronze. No one ever plays for silver. You know what I mean? So you can play for a gold medal, you can play for a bronze medal. No one plays for a silver
I've
medal.
never heard of that. What do you? Huh?
Well, because think of the concept. When you're in the gold medal game, the consolation prize is silver. When you're in the bronze medal game, at least you get a medal. If you win bronze, you get something. Fourth place just gets a fucking fuck you, and a have a nice day, type of thing. At least in my eyes, I wouldn't feel bad. Like I had no chance to win gold anyways.
Okay.
So at least I won bronze.
You explaining this concept to me, it just reminds me of that weird game we tried to play at the cabin, the odds game.
Oh, the odds game.
And it's just it's
you
not
were also plastered.
Yes, but
so...
I'm not plastered right now, and I'm not understanding this whole. You don't. Why would you not want silver? Like, who...
I mean, silver's not. I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's bad.
The way you're saying it,
it
sounds like people would prefer bronze over silver, which doesn't make sense.
No, I don't think you would. But I'm just saying, in my eyes, if I'm competing for a medal, I wouldn't feel bad getting bronze either.
Well, no, obviously you want the top three,
yeah.
ideally, but you want silver over bronze.
True. Okay. Yeah. In that, I guess it's just my always want to win mentality that I'm like.
Well, because I mean, at the end of the day, if you ain't first,
you're lying.
Yeah, there you go.
So, again, I knew that the Americans were going to shit on Canada for the next couple of months, considering this win. But they've got it's hard for me to say because when Canada won the Four Nations, I can't lie. I know on TikTok, on social media, they were flaming America. So it's like, fine, like, I guess, because like there's like a video of like Donald Trump scoring the game-winning goal, like finding a bunch of Canadians when he scores the goal.
I saw that.
And I'm like, okay,
this is
like,
the appropriate
fine.
use of AI.
Yeah. See, like you are not wrong though. That is a funny way to use it. That's like a fun way to use it where it's not like damaging anything, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't really mind it. I guess I have to just it's my pride of being such a big hockey fan. I'm like I guess I have to kind of accept it, you know. But what was interesting was, so of course Trump invited both the women's and the men's team to come to the White House, right? To celebrate. The whole women's team declined. All the women declined to get there, to come. The men's team, this is what I found weird. The men's team, it was up to the individuals for some reason. The women's team was like a all or nothing. But weird. The men's team was like, if you want to come, you can.
Well, I feel like women are more
unified together.
I wouldn't say unified, but they succumb to peer pressure easier.
Maybe. All of them said no, though. They all said no. I think what also was interesting was, like for example, when they, because main reason why the men were allowed to do it separately is because the women's tournament ended 5 days earlier than the men's tournament. The men's tournament ended the day of the day that the Olympics ended, on the 22nd. And maybe right now, like for example, today's the first day that the NHL resumes, so the players have to get back, right, to the respective provinces or states to play hockey in the NHL. So the women had more time, so it's kind of like an all or nothing. The women's like, listen, if you gotta go, like if for example, if there's a player who played on America who plays for Vancouver, for example, you're not gonna go to America, do that, and then fly. You're gonna be fucking exhausted, you know? Because it's like the ceremony closed on the 22nd. Ideally, you get on the plane by the 23rd. You gotta go to America 24th. If you play on the 25th, you're gonna be dead. You're gonna be dead. There's no way you're gonna be able to play. So maybe that's why certain players opted out, or they just didn't like Trump. I'm sure that's probably another reason why some players didn't go.
Even if you don't like him, I feel like it's kind of a bitch move. Like you get this one chance to like meet him, to see him as he really is potentially, and at least then see the White House. And then you're just like,
I just want to see the White House. I would definitely want to see the White House for sure.
Well, I don't like, regardless of who the president. Like if it was Biden, like, I don't like Biden at all. I think he was a terrible president. And if I was invited to the White House during Biden's reign, I would go. Because it'd be awesome.
Exactly. So, like,
regardless.
I would go either way. No matter who the fuck I'm shaking hands with, I would want to go to just to see the White House, to see the history of that building. I wouldn't want to go for Trump, but I would go for the building, for sure. But what I didn't like was, and again, you're going to go, well, is it AI? It's a phone call that the FBI guy made to Trump when
Cash
the men
Patel again?
won. Cash Patel in the
Alright.
locker room. This was after the women had already declined. I didn't like the fact that Trump used the word losers. He was like, "Oh, that losers women American team aren't gonna come, but you guys are gonna come, right?" That part I didn't really like, cause I'm like, so because they said no, now they're losers. They won gold, so they're not losers technically speaking. But because they don't want to come see you, now they're losers. That I didn't think was really cool, nor fair to say, to be honest. But I digress. Like I said, I can't stand him. I know I'm never gonna change your mind. You're never gonna change my mind. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I fucking hate him. And the guy who tried to assassinate him a couple days ago, what a fucking retard! First of all,
There was
just
another
walking up
attempt?
to the door. Yeah, exactly. Because he got shot dead in 5 minutes.
No.
Homeboy just
How is so weird? Usually stuff like that it just pops up immediately, and this one I haven't
no
heard
because
about
they
at all.
caught because the guy had no plan. He legit just walked up to the building.
So
I
like
was
he walked up to the building, got caught outside. That's it.
Yeah, and he had a gun, so they shot him. I was like, you're dumb. Like, you deserve to be dead.
What
Honestly,
building was
natural
this, though?
selection at its finest. White House.
What was it? You know, that's still big news. How did that not?
It's either White House or he was on the golf course somewhere. One or the other.
Another golf course.
Yeah. Anyways, he was dead. I had to look it up. I heard about it, and I wanted to look it up today, but I ran into some other things I had to work with, and my karaoke tonight, my fucking speaker wasn't working, so I had to rush home. So I didn't have any time to like sit down and read, but I will try and have more information next week. If anything, we can.
You use your own
we can go
speakers for
back to that.
karaoke?
The guy that I work, the company that I work for provides the speaker. It's already at the place, so I just gotta bring it in. Like I just gotta carry it from the back to the front. It's just that the speaker is like 20,000 years old, and the guy, I told him like, listen, the speaker's dying, like it's starting to go, and I was all finicky and shit. So I had to spend like 25 minutes fucking trying to fix this goddamn speaker. It was really fucking frustrating. So that wasn't really fun. But besides that, what else happened?
I got you.
Yeah, you do. Please go.
All right. So the BAFTAs happened. Did you hear about this? You know about this?
The what?
The BAFTAs. I don't know what it is either, but something.
Fuck's the
It's
oh, the British awards, right? Didn't the guys like say the N-word?
Yeah, dude, it's so
Yeah.
funny. And everyone's
so-
taking it so seriously. Like, calm down.
Okay. For me, what I love is I had to look up what Tourette's syndrome does, right? Because I forgot what
You
it
didn't
is
know?
for a second.
It's like
I knew it.
it's like a
It's
stereotype
tick,
where you
it's
just
involuntary tick.
yeah, you have the involuntary tick and you
But I'm
shout
sorry,
random things.
Your involuntary tick is the N-word is a little interesting, buddy.
No, it's
I don't know
'cause
about
it's,
you.
It's you want to say the most ridiculous things. It's like when someone tells you you're not allowed to do something, you immediately want to do it. It's like that, but constantly and verbally.
Yeah, okay. See, for me personally, and no hate that anyone has Tourette's. Maybe if I had it, I would understand more. Because there's a girl on TikTok that I follow, because she also says some weird shit. What? How bad is your brain to it to where the only thing your brain can come up with is the N-word? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, Jamal, they're black.
I know. Oh, but the guy who shot him was black?
I didn't
Wait,
make
hold
it
on,
that
you-
way. I didn't make it that way.
No, wait,
Rap
no, hold
music
on.
did.
Hold on. The black guy who was saying Tourette's was a black guy?
No. The guy with Tourette's was white, but the people on stage were
Okay.
black. So
Yeah, I
naturally,
know that much. Yeah.
when he saw them, he made the link.
He made the like I said, and again, I really mean no disrespect. I would really have to like sit down and like really read it more in detail. But I just, I'm like, it's okay because you have Tourette's, but I'm going, but why that word? Like, your brain, what are you reading? What are you doing to where that's the first word that comes to your head? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's the only thing I'm trying to figure out. Listen, but why? It's almost like Tourette's is like inner thoughts for everyone else, but you just have no control over it. That's what I feel like what it is.
The most obscene thing you can say is what you want to say, and your brain just says it's coming out. That's all.
I know, but why? Okay, anyways, listen. If he has Tourette's, fine. I get it is pretty fucking
Dude, you know
funny.
No, Jamal, it gets better. You know why he was
Okay.
there?
Why?
Because they were trying to virtue signal about mental illnesses and whatnot. So
No,
he made a
that's not good.
documentary about his Tourette's, and he was there to accept an award about the documentary.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good
And
at
so they're
all.
like,
Yikes.
People with problems come in, and then his problem causes a problem
Yeah.
with the show, and they're like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
can't believe you said that. He's like, but my condition, and they're like, fuck your condition, you know what you said. It's like, but I made a documentary talking about why this problem is a problem. It's just
That's why, like, I mean no disrespect, and honestly, like, it's such a touchy word to this day, and
well, if people would just stop fucking saying it all the time, and then saying other people can't say it, it's like you either can or you can't say it. Like it's all or
Yeah,
nothing. You know what I mean? You can't have it both ways.
It's super touchy. Like we had a really big issue with that. Actually, funny enough, at karaoke, it was a week that I wasn't there, and this is like real life. This is like real world. Like I had to like send like a big letter, to kind of defend him a little bit. Defend not only the company, but defend the guy who sang the song. Basically, long story short, a white guy goes on stage and sings a Notorious B.I.G. song. If you don't know who that is, the big black rapper who died in 2003 or something like that. And of course, in his song, basically every song he's ever sung, the N-word's in that song, right? The white guy singing the song sang the song, N-word included. To be honest, I had no issue with that. If it's in the song, I don't really have much of an issue. I think for me, it's more the understanding of the history of that word. I think if you understand the history of that word and you use it in a proper format, I don't really have an issue with you saying the word.
Hold on. What is the proper format?
Well, proper format in the sense that it's like, you're not using it to degrade me or bring me down. Like, oh, you're such a fucking dirty, you know? It's like you're like, yo, you know, something like that. Like, that's fine. Like, it's still a little. I get because I've been so programmed.
Are you saying white people can say it in that context? Because the way you said that, it sounds like it.
I'm saying it in the sense that if I know you very well, like extremely well, and you say it to me in quiet corners, like quiet, where it's just you and me, or it's a group of friends that we all know each other, it's fine. If you're saying it in public to other black people, I would not do that. Because everyone's gonna have their own interpretation of what the word is, right? Like that. So, for example, going back to the case, when the guy had sung that song, there was a complaint sent by a different person that was in the pub at the time, who ironically was also not black. So I didn't understand why this woman came to my defense to begin with. But she was she was really offended that we let this guy, a white gentleman, sing the song in its entirety. And I wrote an email saying that I've met this guy. This guy's the sweetest guy. He understands the gravity of the word, but he goes, it was in the song and I like the song. And I was like, yeah, I get you, but not everyone feels the same way. It's one of those things where it's like, you could say about anything, you know, it's like, oh, I think feminism is stupid, and some people are gonna go, well, then you're wrong. I don't think it's stupid. You know, if you're asking just me, what the guy did, in the light of all black people, would probably, some of the people are gonna go, that is inconsiderate, regardless of his condition, which sucks, because that should not be the case. He has a condition. But if you're asking just me, it's just a condition. It happened. So what? Move on.
Yeah.
For me personally, I can see black people not agreeing with me, and I get that.
Well,
you know,
it's just, as soon as it happened, the faces of Michael B. Jordan and the
I know, it's hilarious.
It's like a split second of like stunned and being like, all right, let's just continue.
Yeah, because you know, it's like, I think also not only that, but Sinners, that movie, I think uses the N-word. No.
I would assume, yeah, it must, because it touches on slavery a lot.
Yeah, that's what I feel like it might have used it. You know,
did
so
you
it's
see
like,
it?
I did not get a chance to see it. It's been a movie that's like been on my back burner for the longest time. I have to sit down and watch it. I know.
I was going to watch it because I kept hearing about it, and then two things happened. I heard it was very reminiscent of From Dusk Till Dawn, which is another movie I really want to watch.
Yeah.
It's again vampires, but I think it's written by Tarantino, so I'm actually hyped for that.
Yeah.
And then I found out it's mostly Sinners is mostly about racism, and I'm like, I hear enough about racism, so kind of check out of that.
I haven't. I'll probably sit down with it in due time. It's not right now, but yeah, I know. I did hear about it. I forgot to touch upon that. I found that pretty funny. Also, New York City is in snow wonderland right now. Now, did you hear about what happened in New York City with all the snow that they've gotten?
Yeah, and Mamdani is trying to convince people to shovel for him. Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard that, but I think what was funnier was the fact that they had to dump the snow into the water because they ran out of room. I'm going, yo, how much snow are you guys getting? Because I'm going, you're in New York. You're not that far from where we are in Canada. We basically get the same amount of snow. How are you running out of room and we're not? Like, I know New York's an island, fine, but I'm going like you have no room? Like, at all? Like, I've never heard in Quebec we ran out of room to put the snow. We always have room for snow. Always. You know? So I was like, what are you guys doing down there that you don't have enough room for fucking snow? Like, that's crazy work.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them, though. I feel bad for them a little bit.
But no, supposedly so far, Mamdani as mayor is going pretty badly.
I have no clue.
He's taken $1 billion out of the rainy day fund, and he's raised taxes by 10%.
To the rich, no?
To everyone. To everyone.
Okay.
It was supposed to be to the rich, quote unquote.
Okay.
And as usual, lies.
Well, like I said, for me, I had a revelation about last week. Talking to you about politics is basically useless at this point because we're never gonna agree. So it's like,
see, no, I feel the exact same way, but I think if anything, it shines light on the other side. So it might not like change views, but it would give you perspective.
You can hear me, yeah. Because I had some stuff about Trump, and I was like, I had some stuff about Trump today, and I was like, why am I gonna talk about it? I'm going, we're never gonna agree on what it was. I listened to I listened to about 15-20 minutes of his speech there. It's because it's fucking 2 hours, and
the State of the Union.
I can't listen to him talk for longer than 30 minutes.
Well,
so
I don't know. Like I've said in the past few weeks, I am doing my best to step away from that because it doesn't make me happy, and I don't do anything about politics to make any sort of change. And that's American politics. At this point, it's just a reality show that gets me upset.
Yeah. Well, on the Canadian politics side, I'm not sure if you heard that another member from the Conservatives crossed the floor to the Liberals. So now Carney just needs one more for the majority. So this is really bad look for Poilievre. This is the guy who... Now this guy is special. Because...
Like retarded?
There was word of him... No, not that. There was word of him crossing the floor, and then unexpectedly he just quit. He was like, I'm taking a leave of absence, and that was for family reasons. And then he comes back, and then he crosses. So some people are saying that Poilievre kind of forced him to kind of sit down for a minute to make sure that he didn't cross the floor, and then he does. So that's gonna be that was a little interesting. I heard about that. But what I also thought was pretty funny, Carney got Poilievre pretty good on this one. There was a little heated discussion between Poilievre and Carney, and Poilievre goes, for the last 10 years the Liberals are doing blah 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 blah, and then Carney goes, I don't know what you're talking about the last 10 years, I just got here. And I was like, yeah, no, you're right, yeah, you did just get here, didn't you? Because the way he was talking like Carney had been there for the last 10 years. Like, no, that was Trudeau for like 9.5 of those, buddy. That was
I would assume the point of that statement is to reflect on the party itself, not him as an individual.
No, he said Carney. He was like Carney's party.
Was Carney a part of that party the whole time?
No, Carney was in the UK, and then he came back.
He was in the UK?
Yeah, he helped the UK.
Isn't that like a conflict of interest?
No. Well, why would be conflict of interest?
Because if you're serving another country and then you come to serve another country, could you potentially do backdoor deals to... Like, it's like a spy game type thing, right?
He's natively from Canada, though. He was just helping. He wasn't like on the government board of the UK. He was an advisor for like the the banks and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Of
That's
the
even
UK to
worse.
But
That's
why,
even
why would
worse.
that be worse? In fact, I think that's better. The
No,
fact
you're
that he
doing.
knows.
What if he's doing backdoor deals for them now to use Canada's resources to funnel them towards European banks, making him
Well, I
millions?
mean, I think it's time to diversify. I hope it's not backdoor deals, but I hope he's diversifying trades away from America
That's what you would
and
hope,
trading with
but
every other parts of the world. Well,
if I've learned anything in my old age of
my old age.
27, is that pretty much all governments are corrupt because they're bought and paid for by large companies.
Yeah. Yeah, and if that's the case,
When you
then
tell me something like that, I
fine.
immediately go negative. So
Okay, well then there you go. That's why I'm going. Useless for you to talk about it if there's no point of if it's gonna be negative. But I mean,
well, look, because
I
in your eyes, when you hear that, you're just like you're like a whole 100% optimistic. Like, oh, there's no possible way that this
well,
is...
no, hey, if there's some backdoor deals, I'm just hoping the majority of it is not back. I'm hoping Canada gets better. That's all that I'm hoping for. I
Me
hope that
too.
as a country we get better. That's really all I
Absolutely.
really care about at this point. Like you said, with the cars, with the electric cars coming in from China and stuff like that, I just hope that Canada gets better because we're all suffering. Everything's going up. Stuff needs to come down. You know, it's like it's getting fucking ridiculous. You know. Um, but the other thing was, what was the other thing that I read that I thought was pretty fucking funny? I did see this today. It's like 2 seconds that there's a guy, there was someone who was arrested, and he like broke out of jail, and they found him. It was garbage day. He was about to die, to be honest, because you know like the machines for like the garbage
Yeah,
when
like
he
the
picked it up.
compactors.
Yeah, so they picked it up. He was in the fucking garbage can, and they almost threw him into the fucking garbage truck. Thank God, for some reason, the garbage guy opened the can to see him in there. And then he called the cops. And
Oh,
the
so it
cops
wasn't
came
an
to get him.
automatic arm. That's good for him.
No, 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 no. It was like a guy in the back. But like the guy in the back puts the garbage can into the holder, and the holder will toss the garbage can, the garbage thing into it, and all the garbage will come out. But he, for some reason, I don't know why he decided to open it. He just opened it and he fucking freaked out. Well, I would freak out too. There's a fucking person alive,
Hmm.
dead or alive. I would freak out, but more alive. And he like jumped out, and the cops were like not too far behind him. I guess he's not a very smart
Wait,
criminal.
did you say you'd freak out
they
more
caught him.
if they're alive?
Well, if they're dead, I'm still freaking out. But if they're alive, the fact that he probably looked at him, he's like, "Holy shit!" Either way, I'm freaking out.
Okay.
But
I think
found
it's
it
strange
pretty
you freak
funny.
out more over a live person.
Cause I think that'd be a little more surprising.
Well,
It's a dead person.
unless they're going
Like-
blah, I don't think it'd be more surprising.
I have no clue. I have no clue.
Yeah.
There's no audio, unfortunately. I wish there was audio. There was none.
I'm sure it went something
But,
like, "Hi,
Hi.
what you doing
Can
in
you not have the
there?"
cops let him in here? Yeah. But no, I found that pretty funny.
I would just respond,
uh,
"Boy, have you lost your mind? Cause I'll help you find
Boy,
it."
boy, you better get the fuck out this fucking trash can. The cops are right behind you. You better run, feller.
I can't
Right.
wait to grow up and become an old black man.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, like a
But
reverse
hey,
Michael Jackson.
just claim that you have Tourette's. You can say the N word then. It's fine.
No, I say it regardless. Anyway,
I say that shit regardless. Anyways.
I got something. I got something.
Yep. Yeah.
Did you see the Mexican military killed a cartel leader and they
Yeah.
flipped the fuck out. It's
Yeah.
I hope to
did
be
hear about
loved
that.
as much as this cartel leader was.
Yeah, they're going nuts, huh?
That's insane.
They're going ape shit.
They went it's I don't know if you've ever heard of this tactic. It's called scorched earth.
Okay.
It's where you just destroy everything and cause chaos.
It's pretty good. It's honestly a pretty good tactic, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, I did hear about that. Yeah, I heard that they killed them, and now like the whole fucking cartel's going crazy. Speaking of cartel, I read this story yesterday, and this is my ultimate defense to anyone who says that Taylor Swift is bigger than Michael Jackson.
It doesn't. It's
Michael
not
Jackson-
fair. Dude, first, let me just real quick. It's not fair to say
Yeah.
anything like that because today's artists have the advantage of streams and like
And social media.
easy data. Social media helps too.
Yeah.
Back then, it was just discs and
Yeah.
radio play. So it's not fair.
And Michael Jackson still killed it. So, Michael Jackson wanted to do a video in the fucking like ghettos of Brazil, And the government even told Michael, we cannot guarantee your safety if you go there because
That's
it's
ignorant.
cartels that run that area.
Allegedly.
So Michael went behind the government's back and contacted the cartels personally. One cartel was a major Michael Jackson fan, and he said, I will make sure you are safe when you come to my country, and we will protect you. And Michael was able to film this video with the cartel protecting him. He said, Brazil said, they even said, the police government of Brazil were going, that was the safest the country has been in years when Michael came in to film that video. And I'm going, when a fucking cartel leader goes, oh, Michael wants to come? Bring him in. We'll keep him safe. All the cartels were like, it's chill.
I would never trust that, because if they say, "Oh, come in," you're like, that sounds like a fucking trap.
But you know how Michael was like, love everyone. Everyone deserves love.
Well, no,
And
that's
he
what
came
I'm
in
saying
the
though.
video.
They could have taken advantage of that.
Yeah, for sure, 100%, 100%.
That's crazy.
But I just found it super cool. That's a fucking cool shit. When you got cartels like, yeah, you good. Come on.
They could
do
have
the video.
chained him up and forced him to perform every day for them.
He would have loved that.
Opportunity missed.
Opportunity missed. So I found that pretty funny. Just going off because you said cartels, and I read that story a couple weeks back, and I was like, and then in front of it, I was reading the comments and going, people saying Taylor Swift is better. Fucking wild work. Her last album
No.
did terribly.
It's not things like that. I feel like in order to be the best, you'd have to appeal to both sides. Because Taylor Swift appeals to women and women only. That's not true. Women and homosexuals. Whereas Michael Jackson was across the board: men, women, straight,
Yep.
gay, black, white. It's
Children.
It's night and day. There's what? Almost missed that.
What? Children.
So
But no, for sure, yeah,
there's
but
no
Michael's-
there's no possible way. I'm sure she'll fade into obscurity, whereas Michael will live on.
Whenever. Yeah, no, it's like even to this day, I saw a video of this poor kid watching Michael Jackson, and then the kid goes, when can we see him in concert? And the parent goes, oh.
Well, actually-
You poor, oh, you sweet, sweet child.
No. See, I'd turn that around because this is gonna
Yeah.
happen with my children because they're gonna be listening to music all the time. That's just how I live my
Yeah.
life. And they're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, Papa, when can we go see some Black Sabbath? I'm like, son, they've been dead for 50 years. But there's like a million live shows on YouTube, so let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely. I'll be doing that with my kids for sure. I'm going, let's watch every Michael Jackson video I can find.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
but,
one beautiful thing about the modern age.
Thank God.
Most
Yeah, that
things
we
are
have preserved.
saved. Most things.
Yeah,
'Cause
preserved.
back,
Yeah.
like I would say pre-1990, pretty much anything that was
Yeah.
on TV was instantly deleted. Like
Yeah,
no one actually
yeah, no, you're
recorded
right.
and cataloged.
Yeah.
Like there's a
No, it's
show
true.
I've always wanted to see on MTV, Headbangers Ball. Every
Okay.
I think it's like every day they talk about heavy metal music. They play music videos. They do interviews with the bands, and it's insane. There's clips on YouTube, but there's no full episodes. The full episodes have been erased from history, it seems.
Damn. Yeah, you know, you're right. I understand that is one thing about modern media that a lot of our shit is preserved. That
Even the bad
look
stuff
up
is
and find.
preserved.
yeah, basically all good and bad. You can find it on the internet. You know, that part is very interesting. You are definitely right about that for sure. Definitely. We can do like one more because I do have to run, but I'm trying to think. Did you have anything else?
No, that's it for me.
So I think the only thing that I wanted to talk about, not too long, but going back to the very beginning of the episode about the story, and this is like a story with a question at the end of it. Question and like just mindset. So I play ball hockey every Saturday. There's a gentleman that played with us that I played with many times, and we've had some battles along the boards, and you know, a lot of men, testosterone going around, it can get pretty heated, and sometimes, you know, you'll slash or whatever.
Does
hit
he
them
have
on
Tourette's? Is that where this is going?
No. So what happened was that we're playing, and my dad locked up his stick. What I mean is that he put his stick on top of his, so you couldn't really get to the ball. He did that, and then as he was running to go get the ball, the player, for some bizarre reason, decided to take his hockey stick, lift it above his head, and basically chop at my dad's leg like it was a goddamn tree. Now, a stick can hurt. Like, it's yeah, okay, it's light, but with enough velocity, like, that can really fucking hurt, you know?
Mhm.
This is a Saturday morning ball hockey league where all these guys have work the next day or work.
Question.
This is not an
Question.
intensive league.
Question.
Yes.
Was it repeated slashes or just one?
It was one hack because my dad went down right afterwards, and
Oh.
the referee blew the whistle because it was right in front of him,
Okay.
right? So when that had ended, I had walked over. I walked over calmly at first because I thought my dad was just okay, like it was just like a small whack. But when he was not getting up, that's when I got heated, and basically what happened was that I pointed at him. I said, "Yo," I said, "calm the fuck down." I can get pretty heated in games. They know that, and some of the guys on the bench said that's really ironic coming from you. That's got you more upset, right? So now I'm like
God.
really like fucking like I was playing goalie. I had no longer an interest in playing. I was like I made some saves. I was like I could care less. When the period ended, I left the ice, well floor, and I'm checking each room. I'm like where the fuck is he? Like I don't think I was gonna punch him, but I definitely was gonna get into his fucking face for sure, right? So realizing that I couldn't find him because he had already left, I came back, finished the third period, whatever. Game was done. I packed my shit and left. Like I didn't talk to no one. I just fucking left. So my dad was like, like, yeah, I was okay after. Because my dad was okay afterwards after the game. I said, Dad, it's not a matter of you being okay or not. It's the fucking principle behind it. Like the guy had no reason to be doing what he was doing. It was a malicious hit. And I thought what was so fucking ironic is, and this is the question is, when do we as a nation of human beings, when something like this that is done so heinous that makes no sense, when should that person be told off? When does the respect leave and you go into that mode of fuck you type of thing? Like, for example, like my girlfriend who works for Air Canada, there's a woman who called it last week going, you're being a real fucking bitch right now. Like, key word, Patrick, key word. Like, I'm not mincing words. He told my girlfriend, you're being a real fucking bitch. And my girlfriend has to go, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
No,
like,
no,
you
Jamal,
can't...
Jamal, I've met your girl. No, I'm kidding.
I met your girlfriend. She was right. But it's like it's one of those things where it's like you can't say anything back to them, right?
No.
So it's like the guy then proceeded to send an email to the referee and told him that one, he's not sorry for what he did to my dad. Second of all, it's his fault why this happened, which makes no sense because he's a referee, he didn't do anything. And third of all, that
his
you're
fault
a
as in the
terrible
referee's
ref.
fault?
Yeah, you're saying it's the referee's fault that he did that.
What? Okay.
Exactly. And then the third thing that he said, we go that you're a terrible referee and you should learn the rules of the game properly. So
I had every right to attack him with my stick. What?
So this is where I go. When is the limit? Because the referee just said he was gonna give him a 5-game misconduct, meaning that he couldn't play for 5 games. But now he's like, I think I want to eject him from the league. Because it's like,
I thought he was gonna go the other way with that and just be like, maybe nothing. But
because what he's saying is that my dad makes a very good point too. He goes, now if what I did, which was not a lot, and even the other team agreed, what my dad did was not heinous, and he's going, if this is what took him to set him off, who's to say he's not gonna do this to somebody else?
Yeah, and if he has no remorse, he's most definitely gonna do it again.
Exactly my point. So it was a really big moment, and at the end, my dad was going, son, like the way that you yelled and stuff like that. I said, Dad, I said I'm not gonna apologize for my actions. I said I'm sorry, but I'm going for someone to go after you. He knows I'm your son. And we've played with this guy. I've been playing with this guy since I joined the league in 2018. I've known this guy for this long. He's never done this. Like he's not the guy who normally gets angry to begin with. Like this is really coming out of left field for this guy.
It could be.
Now,
it could be an what do you call it? Ulterior motive, like maybe shitting going right in his everyday life, and
yeah, exactly my point. Because what had happened, but again, it's no excuse for doing the actions that like you did, because the referee then called my dad as a gesture just to make sure that he was okay. And he had told us that because I don't have this guy on Facebook, I know him, but not to that degree. And he said that he has been dealing with a divorce, and that what else did he say? He said some of the lines of like that he's been writing some. Which this part's really, if this is true, like you're being a little pussy ass bitch. That he's writing like shit on like Facebook, like oh I'm depressed. I'm like, then go get help. Don't write on Facebook that you're depressed.
What is your
Like I
girl?
don't. Exactly. I was like, why just write it? Just be a fucking man and go get help if you're depressed.
Yeah,
Simple.
be a man. Take a bike ride. Go for a walk. Hit a punch a bag.
And then move on. But
Yeah.
don't hack someone's fucking leg off. You know.
Is your dad okay?
So
Is he?
yeah, he's good. Yeah, it still stings a little bit. Like we had a rehearsal
You know,
on Monday. He was walking fine,
You know,
but it's just
Jamal.
yeah.
I don't consider myself a saint or anything.
Yeah.
But
No.
but I don't know. A part of me was hoping he'd be injured until October 16th. Let's just stop it right there.
Honestly, fair. Honestly, you know what? Maybe there'll be an ulterior motive on October 15th. That will happen. We'll have to see.
Jamal, I'm calling you, let you know your dad. I don't know what happened. The guy came out of nowhere with the sick part 2.
Yeah. Hit him in the leg again. The same leg. He told me we have to cancel the gig.
Oh,
So anyway,
fuck.
so the wedding.
So
here's
see you
the
tomorrow.
address, you know? Exactly right. But that's pretty good. Honestly, that's the way to end the episode. I like that ending.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna ruin it real quick, okay? Okay?
Okay.
So at one point in your story, you said, when the period ended, and then you continued. What you should have said was, when the period ended, mine began, so I sought him out.
I sought him out. I sniffed for blood. I
Yeah.
sniffed him in the air and tracked down his location with my alpha male scent, and I found him. But yeah. So
Wait, so,
anyways,
wait, you didn't find
Yeah.
him? And you just...
I did not find him, and we have not played this. There's no tournament this Saturday. Sorry, there's no games because there is a tournament this Saturday that's run by like a different organization. They only do it once a year, so it's fine. But it's just he's been suspended 5 games, and we'll see if it's indefinitely. If he maybe decides to apologize at some point. But again, my question is, when do we as a society deal with people like this who get angry at people who work in service industries or situations like this where you are clearly most definitely in the wrong and you are not punished for it?
Well,
in the
it's-
sense that
What's
well,
happened...
not punished. I mean, yeah, he's being punished in the sense that he can't play, fine, but punished in the sense that like you should be told that this was fucking wrong and apologize.
Well, the problem, specifically in the service industry, like with your girlfriend's case,
Yeah.
things have become so disconnected, like services, that you don't
Mhm.
even see the people helping you as people.
Yeah.
So, because it used to
Yeah.
be like, oh, you go to a shop face to face. Can you help me with this? You get a little small talk, banter. They're human.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
now we're so used to interacting with automated systems, doing everything online. There's a disconnect happening. So
I guess, yeah.
So now
It
it's
could
just
be
like,
that.
oh, you're not a person. I'll just verbally assault you.
Yeah. No, it's so that's why like I hear stuff like this and it frustrates. Like I said, I told when my girlfriend told me that, I said I couldn't do it. I'm calling her a bitch right back. I'm not even gonna front. I'll be like, you're being a fucking bitch. I said, you're being a fucking bitch too, and click. Like
no, you
that's
gotta be more creative than that. This is your opportunity to practice your comeback
honestly
game.
true, huh?
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. I think it's because you had to rearrange her trip and it was gonna cost her more money. So he's like, "You're a fucking bitch." I gotta go. I should have went. You smell that? It smells like broken here. Pay the money or hang up.
That's great. That's pretty great.
I should have something like that. That'd be pretty good. But anyways, without further ado, this is our guest of Audacity. I'm Jamal,
And I'm Patrick.
and we'll see you guys next week.
The decision rests with you. Rests with you.